Hey guys, Soka here.
Hey.
So for those of you who saw my little interview with Ugandan Pep the other day, you may be interested in this. This morning she sent me this little Google Doc talking about the person who was basically put in charge of doing this little blood sports channel. I figured I'd bring her on to give me some context.
Mm-hmm.
So we're gonna take a look at this. Would you mind starting us off?
All right. So, if I remember correctly, I think it was around late 2016 that I think we started taking notice of this guy named Sketch TB. And he also goes by Vii Omega in the furry community. So he started making his debut around the commentary community around like late 2016.
Them
So that's
dang
the
dang
starting part.
furries.
But at the time, we didn't even know he was a furry until, like, obviously when this started happening.
And some of
And
this revolves
basically,
around Kiro, so this ought to be fun.
yeah. And of course, everybody knows the Kara the Wolf incident.
Yep.
Alrighty. So I guess we're gonna start off with probably the original. Or actually, let's start off with edit one. Do you want me to like read off and then answer what's going on here?
I'll read off the two edits here. Hey
Okay, so
guys, edit one. So from what Dick Sponge told me, hey guys, V's defense to Kiro was more recent than I thought. Okay, I'm not gonna do that for the whole thing. As V played ball for Kiro on May 27th, 2020. During a call when people give shit to Umbras? Who's Umbras?
Umbrus, I want to say, was probably a younger commentary community member or somebody that just hung around. It was somebody in their social circles. And let's just say, when we mean like little kids, I think the youngest member at that time was an 8-year-old, so this is already off to a bad start.
Oof.
Yeah, some of these kids, I'm not gonna lie, the youngest was 8, but a majority of them were between the ages of 10 and 13 when they were interacting with this guy who was 20, 21 when it all began. Yeah.
And I'm guessing it was some very sussy stuff to say the least.
Oh, very. And the
Oh
sad
dear.
thing about it was if you did try to warn these kids that like you shouldn't be hanging around V, unfortunately when we did tell them that, they said, "Oh, you're just a hater. V's a good guy. He's not like a racist like you or whatever." So it's really sad. Like we did try to tell them like you should be careful on how you like you really shouldn't be talking to this guy. But unfortunately, those kids, I don't know.
Didn't listen
They
till
they
it's
just
too late.
didn't listen. Yeah. And that's a sad thing.
Let's hope that they're doing better now.
I hope so.
To all the children watching, and please, for the love of God, be careful who you hang out with online.
Exactly.
Anyway, he said Dwebly in the tweet, but that part is wrong. Although that was in a call, which meant that we can't provide any source for this, though I'm trying to see if another witness can vouch for Dick Sponge. I'm sorry, I love that name. Dick Sponge.
Yeah.
This could mean that V's actions toward defending Kiro is more recent.
And I'm gonna assume that's like the Twitter link.
Yeah, I think that's the one that I clicked here. Yeah, this is the one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, yeah, those are the ones.
And I'm showing it now. Content Cowboy
Yeah.
responds to this with, I can confirm this. He played ball for Kiro in a private call after me and other people gave shit to Dwell Abley. I think Bennett, I think that's how you say that, was on the call too.
Yeah.
Maybe he can confirm, but the whole time, he used that same excuse of just looking at it. Plus, he's an innocent guy, dealt a bad hand. Shit. And A363MTR asked, do you know when this was when he said it? Content Cowboy responds with 5/27/2020 according to Discord.
Let's see.
So it wasn't that long ago.
No. In fact, the Carol the Wolf stuff really wasn't that long ago, but it feels long ago.
Yeah, some of it does. I remember when I found out about him, I first found out about him for a very brief explanation from Nick Beardia.
Mm-hmm.
And then, crap, I'm trying to remember her name, but she had several long documentary videos about Kiro's antics.
You mean Cecil McFly?
Yes, Cecil McFly.
Yeah, her.
Yeah.
Yeah, her.
I remember listening to each of those while I was at work. Like, it was disturbing hearing all that.
Mm-hmm.
What a hell of a thing to listen to while stocking shelves.
Yeah. Though, by the way, I don't know who Bennett is, so maybe this person showed up after my time, so I don't know who Bennett is.
Could be. Anyway, edit 2. While that the second witness, Bennett the Human, didn't exactly remember what V said about Kiro, he did vaguely remember that Kiro discussed in that call. Take that part with a grain of salt, as the convo happened at 2 a.m. during that time, but if true, then again, this is more relevant than V defending Kiro.
Mm-hmm.
Original.
Right.
So I guess this is like before all the edits and all that.
Yeah, I think so.
So, considering the fact that I've been seeing people calling out Vii Omega for grooming someone, oh shit, who was underage, for the right reason may I add, I don't want people to twist this, as well as their overall experiences with V in a negative light. I wanted to share one overall experience with V about how V might have been in defending a popular zoophile by the name of Kiro the Wolf. We all know about Kiro. Kiro, if you're watching this, I hope you run hell. There was another incident involving how mean-spirited he was towards checking a script that had on nihilistic Snake's commentary on James Alsop? Any idea who that is?
James Alsop, I don't know. But it's not a common tactic in the commentary community to have somebody check your scripts, believe it or not. So, yeah, this does check out. That's something that V would do. Just because after the falling out with Dylan, we were still technically talking to the guy Kurome, and Kurome had no problem coming into the chat and just, there was a certain type of tone of voice that he would use where he was just, exhausted, like dealing with a really difficult customer type of exhausted. You know the feeling.
Oh, trust me.
So his voice and his energy was like that whenever he would be like editing a script or after he would upload a video, and he would be just, exasperated because the V was in the comments of that video, and I'm talking being really super asshole-ish about the whole video, and the type of language that V would use that was really sus from the beginning was the type where it sounds like, this is a horrible video, but I'm not going to blame you for that because you decided to not fact check this one with me. After all, I am the one that fact checks all your scripts, and if you keep on fact checking with me, your videos won't suck. Type of tone of voice.
Thinking they're better than everyone else.
Yeah. So his tone of voice back then, even from like reading comments, God, it's such manipulative language. So already that was like a big red flag back then. Because he never ever said anything positive about anybody's videos. He would always just jump right into scrutinizing the video. And not particularly how the video was edited, but how the words and the arguments were structured.
Makes me wonder how he'd feel about my videos, because I don't even use a script. I'm not professional. Oh, I bet he'd hate that.
Oh, yeah.
Anyways.
Alrighty.
Or really any other incident about how mean-spirited he was. Or about how V thinks that it was okay to say the N-word. Oh, jeez, we got a real winner right here.
Mm-hmm.
This was on Twitter.com, and the closest thing about it was how people went ahead and argued with him on it. I believe Dick Sponge was one of them. And he casually said that saying the N-word is okay, because if you think that if it's offensive, then you'll let the word gain more power. My brother in Christ, there's a reason that word has power over people. And it's not the good kind.
No.
Sadly, don't have that evidence, but if I remember correctly, Dick Sponge via Twitter.com might back me up here. But that's considered to be for another story, really. For those who don't know, Kira the Wolf was a furry YouTuber who was founded and interviewed by Shane Dawson, and was one of the more popular furry YouTubers out there. Oh yeah, when people found out about what Kiro did and were telling Shane, hey, this guy's a zoophile, you may want to take this down. Shane did the right thing and took that video down. So I'll give him some credit at least.
Yeah. Some. Not a whole lot.
Yeah, because from what I heard, I don't know if the shit with him and his cat is true or not.
Oh god, I hope not.
Yeah, I really hope it isn't.
So let's just say Shane is... I've watched other videos about Shane Dawson and some of the things that he admitted to doing in the past, and they're not... We're not talking about small things borrowing somebody's cell phone and then not returning it. We're talking really egregious shit.
Ugh.
Oh, I already don't trust Shane Dawson.
Funny, the only thing I knew about Shane way back when was his fucking Taylor Swift parody songs. That's it. That's all I knew about the guy back then.
Whereas I didn't really watch him.
But anyway, in September of 2018, he was caught interacting with a group of people in a group chat about discussing acts of bestiality and necrophilia. Oh yeah, this was talked about in Cecil McFly's video.
Yep.
Oh god. Felt like I was about to sneeze, but nothing happened.
Okay.
Kiro denied that this happened by claiming that he was hacked. For those of you who don't...
Yeah, the Iranian super hackers meme.
Yes!
If anybody wants to know where the Iranian super hackers meme came from, well, Caro gave birth to that.
Yep. Yeah, for those who don't know, Telegram M can't be hacked. At all. Like, there's no feasible way of actually hacking something like Telegram.
No.
And several countries with some of the most notorious hackers in the world have tried.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you can't hack Telegram, so Kiro's story was immediately bullshit.
Exactly.
Oh, Iranian super hackers. That's a classic.
Yeah.
But then later admitted to Kothrix via an interview about how, and I quote, he does have an interest in some aspects of zoophilia. He disappeared and never returned until he tried to make things right. Or so I thought. Well, yeah, like, I'd like see clips of Kothrix talking about this. I also saw his whole video about him talking about like why he was leaving the furry fandom, and I don't blame the man.
I don't know, but the guy is lolsy in his own right. Because I watched Mr. Medicare's whole entire video about the Carol the Wolf situations. Oh damn!
Oh, I
Like,
haven't
yeah,
looked at Medicare's one yet. I want to though.
I think it's still up, but I think it's archived. You know, just because his original videos, I think they're all archives now.
Yeah. We love you, Medicare. But anyway. As it turns out, Vii had been contacting Kiro about the overall incident back in December of 2018, so this was a while ago.
Holy shit, that was a while ago.
And he was friends with him ever since. From what Vii told me, Vii talked to Kiro via sending him a DM on Twitter. And the conversation moved over to Telegram. Iranian super hackers, anyone?
Yeah.
He then told me in a Discord conversation about this. Then I've asked a question about how he felt about the situation. Even with the information that he told me, and especially with the fact of what he said about and how he now only looks but never does. Edit 3. I should also mention that V said and that Kira was guilty of the stuff they did of the distant past. And while although that I agree that it's in the past, and if we're going off this video, if I archive the wolf via here, as well as other info that this user gives out like this tweet, then it could be in between 2012 and 2017. As mentioned later, Kiro might relapse. Oh, you know he's still fucking out other animals to this day. You know he's doing it.
Exactly.
The man should be in fucking jail.
He should. Wasn't it Snake Thing that was the only one who went to jail?
Yeah, I think they did arrest Snake Thing.
Okay.
Thank
but
God.
Carol got to walk free, though.
Yep.
Yeah.
And V does know about how that overall all distant past. This meant that while V does know and that he's aware of it, he's defending Kiro about the overall situation because at least it's not out in the now. Fuck off.
Oh my God.
I've said, I mean, like, good for him for only looking at it and never really doing it, but it's like, I just don't really feel that it's kind of right, to which I wanted to clarify something. Yeah, good for him for at least not doing it, but still fucked up for him to just look at it. And if anything, I don't know if he might be having a folder of bestiality or necrophilia on his computer that we might not be aware of, which, if I'm correct on this, is considered to be illegal. Yeah, I'm pretty sure even looking is illegal. Correct me if I'm wrong.
I know possessing it is illegal, and you can be arrested for it.
Good. Yeah, so you looked at it, but it's obvious he also did it. Also, even if it's for just fantasy, he might even relapse again and potentially practice bestiality again. Or according to what V said, was how the logs are heavily edited to cherry pick certain bad things here and there, and some parts are forged. Fuck off.
Those logs weren't cherry picked. Those logs were in whole dum dum.
They were there for all to see.
Exactly. None of them were edited. None of them were cherry picked. This is already really shitty commentary community bad faith argument that I can already just see oozing through these words.
You can go ahead and read
'Cause
this
that's-
next bit if you like.
Because that's one of their tactics is, oh, you cherry picked like my arguments and you took me out of context. It's like, no, bitch. We destroyed your argument. You are just bad at arguing. Oh, God. Yeah, I'll read this next part. Also, I said that I was not mad at V as well as with me being astonished with him contacting him. I'm assuming they're talking about Caro. And although it's true to this day that it's not the full truth, even though I want to be mad at V, I actually felt uncomfortable. I felt uncomfortable with the fact that even with how Caro said that there was some truths in the Korthox video, V managed to talk to him and tried to defend him, especially with some of the wording that he said. If for whatever reason that V said is true, V brushing it off like, oh, at least he's not doing it, it's just fantasy, is not an excuse, as Caro is still practicing his disgusting habit just by looking at it and potentially making it via on his computer. The art that someone makes, or just imagining that he was doing it. This is basically the same. Do you remember the Ross video from Mr. Medicare?
No?
Well, the Ross video was basically this guy, he was going around and saying really stupid shit, like how him looking up naked kids in bathtubs is not CP and it's not porn because he doesn't jerk off to it. And then Medicare came into his stream and... Oh, God.
That's pretty sus.
breaks. Exactly, it's sus, but I'm pretty sure that those videos are still up on YouTube.
Like,
But
please
that's
say
the
that Medicare told him a new asshole.
Oh, he did.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Try to be a fly on the wall when someone tried to even make that argument.
Oh, God, that's just embarrassing. God.
Like,
Anyways,
I can't
I've
even
just-
be mad. It's just...
Jesus. Anyways, I've then decided to ask V 2 questions. Is it actually true that the police are looking at this? And did he say anything about looking for help? If he tries to find one / can afford one. Of course, the police investigation was real, but the looking for help one got my eye. Caro never mentioned about getting help, but V wanted to help him out by adding him to a private server that V made called the Playpen, without giving us a chance to vote.
that name alone sounds, sus.
Oh, that's so sus. Oh my God.
I don't like that name. Maybe I'm just
Okay, so-
dirty-minded, but I don't like that name.
Well, to back up this claim, we knew a kid, I think he was like 16, 17. He was going on 18 at the time. And he was talking about how V has a super secret Discord server filled with high-profile people in there. And he says the only way that you can get in is if you get voted in by the people in there.
So, like an online Epstein.
Yeah.
Ooh, they got Epstein. Shut it down.
Like, oh my God. Like, back then, we knew this was really, really sus. Because, again, it was only from the word of this kid. But now it's all making too much fucking sense.
This is disturbing.
It is disturbing.
Oh,
One of
Lord.
them. one of the rules of the playpen was that in order to join the server, you must get a majority of yeses from people from within that server. However, considering that he joined in without a vote puts a red flag for me. I'm guessing they're talking about Caro. I guess that V wanted to have a support group for Caro, but to have a sexual predator towards animals that may or may not relapse again felt unsettling for me. Especially if some of those conversations may or may not pop up within the server. They weren't, though the closest thing that Caro vented a lot about how he felt betrayed by the furry community. Go fuck yourself, Caro. Not only that, but within the playpen chat, V said that in the chat, he was very adamant to bring Caro into the chat, and even if he wanted to say no, V went along with it. You know, I'm starting to see some similarities between him and Dylan.
Hey guys, molesting animals here.
God damn.
Hey guys, Epstein here. Did you his getting on my plane? You wanna see it again? My jokes are terrible.
Was there anything else that, like, was there anything that stuck out that you wanted to ask, or not really? Is it all straightforward?
This part seems pretty straightforward. Let's go
Alrighty.
forward. I'll read this next little bit.
Okay.
And before anyone asks, I did talk to Kiro myself, and if I remember correctly, I only joined in a call with the people in the playpen where we greeted him via only saying a few words and not in a one-on-one convo with him. I haven't added him as a friend on Discord, never talked to him in DMs, and I don't think I would feel comfortable with doing so with any of those two actions. Even as a means of getting info out of him. Can't talk. If there were some other conversations that I had on that server, they were only considered to be small talk and nothing else, as, again, I didn't feel comfortable with wanting to talk to him further. Okay, so, the person who wrote this did speak to Kiro at least once.
Oh my god. So this kid, I'm gonna assume that they were a kid at the time. Yeah, they just confirmed that they did talk to Caro, not one-on-one, but in a group call. Oh my god. That's fucking horrifying. I don't know about you, but that's really fucking horrifying. That's
Yeah.
like turning around and saying that, um, actually, I think the best creepy example is like maybe when Seth MacFarlane admitted that he got too drunk to catch his flight, and it was the flight that crashed into the Twin Tower building.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Hey guys, 9/11 here. And funny coincidence, today is the 11th.
Yeah.
The 11th of the 11th month.
Oh, Jesus, fuck. We're reading too much into this. Oh my god.
Okay, I'm just making stupid jokes now. Let's move on. A little sick. Before anyone takes this the wrong way for whatever reason, I'm not saying that V is a zoophile himself. At the very worst, he's a sexual predator that groomed an underage teen, and how Nico Koda described how V tried to keep having sex with her as how she was being pressured into a poly relationship. Let's be real, poly relationship is just cheating with extra steps. Yeah, I said it. I don't know why that's a controversial statement these days, but yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's especially controversial in fucking Portland. We'll talk about Portland.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That she didn't feel comfortable with, and at best, he's transphobic with telling me that Johnny was afraid of telling me because I'm gay, therefore Johnny's homophobic. Not only that, but I don't have the overall info that V is, so at the very worst, I'd be outright wrong with this info. What I am saying, however, is that there's a potential, is the potential of him being a zoophilist?
I don't know if that's a.
Could be a typo.
I don't even know if that's a word. Maybe.
Zoophilist apologist. Okay, so like a zoophile apologist.
Yeah. Yeah.
With the way that he was trying to defend Kiro about how, as long as it is fantasy, that's all that matters to me, kind of rhetoric, and about how that there has been some contradictions in not only in Kothrix's video, but also in Ashley Zoe Fox's video. Oh god, Ashley Zoe Fox.
I don't know who that is.
She was like basically Kiro's #1 defender.
Oh no. Oh no.
Like she constantly defended him. Constantly.
Oh no.
But also in Ashley Zoe Fox's video about the subject. I personally think that Kiro is 100% at fault, as well as V for defending him all at the time. You can go ahead and read this next little bit.
Sure. Now I want to make this clear. I say potential because I don't know if he's still in contact with Karo to this day. Oh, sweetie, he probably is. He probably is, knowing who V is. But even if he is, then it's still disheartening / appalling to see, especially when a Twitter account by the name of Archive the Wolf, at Caro Archive, has been posting new evidence / clearing out some confusion of some other notes within the chat that was leaked that can further prove that Caro is just as guilty as those within the Telegram chat. Below are some screenshots of the conversation that I had with V about the subject. Don't ask me about him calling me dad. It was just some cringy inside joke about him calling me and my boyfriend Boonslayer dad because we've adopted him or something. I don't know. It's been a while. Okay, whatever.
That's pretty cringe, bro.
Oh, God. I don't have any screenshots of Caro being on the server, nor do I have a recording of him, considering that V deleted the private server before the overall mess that he had on Twitter, so unfortunately you will have to take my word on it. And considering that V and Dylan do the exact same thing where they delete everything once they've been caught, yeah, I'm more inclined to believe you. Hopefully this will shed some more light on not just what V did to both Johnny and Neko Koda, but to also how he wanted to treat Caro in a positive light. V, if you, for whatever reason you're reading this, with all the stuff that you did to Joni, to Neko Koda, to me, and some of the people in the Cloud Palace via your toxic behavior, you need actual professional help, and potentially turn yourself in for the stuff that you did with Joni. Joni is that guy, Jonah, that I was talking about yesterday, or with the Dylan conversation. You should also reconsider hanging out with Caro if you're still talking to him, and tell him to get actual professional help / turn himself in too. In short, however, stay the fuck away from me, my boyfriend, and my others, especially those that don't want to associate with you anymore.
And let's take a little look at the screenshots. I got to zoom in for these. I can't click on them.
Oh. I'm gonna try and zoom in. Nope, I can't zoom in.
Okay, this is close enough. I'm sure the audience can see it.
Yeah.
At least these ones. Hey, Dad, I wanted to ask you about something real quick. It's nothing too big, so don't worry too much.
Oh.
Don't ask why I read it in the Dylan voice, just roll with it.
Jeez. But yeah.
Alright, what's up? I wanted to know your position on Kiro the Wolf. Like, if you hate him, like him, or whatever. Cause I know you keep up and I wanted to know. I know, it's like, I actually used to watch some of his content before, but with not only as toward how he reacted towards the whole situation, but also with how he admitted towards Kothorix about some of the stuff that people claimed. I kinda don't anymore. I haven't really read the full final statement they made though. I know that it's out. People didn't like what he said, but I don't really have a full opinion on that until I've fully read it in full detail.
Okay, so can I be open about something? Cause like, you may be a little mad at me, but I wanted to ask before I did anything.
What would that be?
I'm friends with Kiro, and I've been in contact with him since December.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
Here's some DMs he and I had on Twitter, and we moved our convo to Telegram since then.
Iranian super hackers intensifies.
Yeah.
I don't think any amount of zooming in will help me read these DMs here.
Same. There's no way I can see what the hell that is. I mean, there's like a closer pic at the very bottom. But I mean, to make a long story short, most of these DMs are just basically V trying to get people to vouch for Caro and say that, well, he is innocent. Even though, flash forward, now we know that Caro was not innocent. He was guilty. And I think, like, enough is said.
Here's that. This must be the DM he was showing.
I think so.
This last one is the pic that V showed me. This conversation is cut off, but this one isn't. I'm just used to being friendly and just getting to know people, and I didn't know if I should just be asking stuff without you being comfortable, or was all. I am mostly asking due to what's going on, so take that as it will. Ah, yes, that's fine. Also, have a Telegram. It's easier for me to chat there. I do have Telegram, yeah. It's Vii Omega. And then the rest is cut off.
So yes, that's actually proof that Vii Omega, aka SketchTV, is friends with Kara the Wolf. And how does this play into the Dylan saga? Well, SketchTV, aka Vii Omega, is the sick pervert that Dylan immediately befriended, even though he had said in the audio, like, Sketch keeps butt fucking me and getting under my skin. But he decided to entrust Sketch with his channel. And I know that the Bloodsports channel doesn't exist anymore because I think V probably deleted everything.
Is there any archive?
Unfortunately, no, because what had happened was he had already handed the Bloodsports everything over to V. And just knowing Dylan, when we had that falling out, he likes to delete everything. So then it's his really shitty way of saying, like, it's gone, therefore you can't hold me accountable for anything.
How fun.
Exactly. But we do have more audio, but this was like an audio recording of a debate between my husband and a guy named Michael Schomer. And they were technically Bloodsports either episode 4 or 5 of that existing show. And my husband actually held on to the show, or to the audio. So that's the only solid proof of Bloodsport CC existing, because, like I said, the Discord was deleted or converted into something else. The Twitter handle was gone. Yes, Dylan had a Bloodsport CC Twitter handle, but unfortunately it's gone because he just deletes everything. That is one thing about Dylan, is he deletes everything so that he never has to be held accountable for anything, because it's amazing how he'll legit cry when he's been caught. Yep.
I imagine his crying is almost as ugly sounding as mine. I can just imagine it.
It's very whiny. I'll tell you. His cry is very whiny.
Oh man, I want to hear it so bad.
Oh god.
Anyone finds audio of him crying, send it to me.
Yeah.
Send it to me via email or via my Discord. Like, I want to fucking hear it.
Because now Dylan has entrusted his, well, for a little while he was trying to say, oh, I entrusted my channel to Alec the Blue.
Which turned out to be lava, as revealed in his coming back video.
That was like, what, 2 months ago? 3 months ago?
I think? Let me check. I don't remember when that video came out.
Yeah, it probably wasn't that long ago.
Hey, guy.
Let's see. Like, where have I been for 7 months? It came out a month ago.
Okay, yeah, so it really was just a month ago.
Huh. And apparently just 9 minutes ago, he restarted his Sonichu. I didn't think he'd actually go back to
Restarted. Oh, god damn, he went back to Sonichu. He
it.
came
He didn't even
back
finish! He didn't even finish the first time! Probably for that
Oh my
one person
God.
who paid $100 for it.
I mean, I do know there was like a YouTube Shorts video of this kid. It was a kid, like we're gonna say 13-year-old kid, requesting Dylan put his Sonichu videos back up. Well, maybe he did.
I can't believe he's actually doing it. And once again, I normally pray that people's relationships go well, but in the case of Dylan, I have a feeling it's gonna crash and burn before we know it.
I mean, he burned all of his bridges, and I don't know if there's anything left of his fan base if he ever had one to begin with.
I'm amazed his views even reached 1,000 on this video. 4.2k out of his 43.2k subscribers. Now, am I one to talk when it comes to views? Nah. But at least I'm honest about it.
Yeah. But I mean, for a channel of that amount of views, they should be higher.
Like,
I mean, I'm just basing this off of old ones.
Like, my brother in Christ, you could have archived your old ones. Make a separate archive channel if need be. That's what I would have done.
Just throw a bunch of... Why does he just throw AdSense on some of those old archives?
What is AdSense?
Or, like, you know, monetization.
Ah.
Yeah, like, basically just putting a bunch of ads.
I think he did have
videos.
monetization on them that one time when he made his channel an archive channel before coming back again.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think he did that at one
Oh,
point.
God. Okay.
Oh, the fucking, the arc of Dylan constantly changing his fucking name. Priceless.
Mm-hmm.
Don't you love seeing lol cows rise to prominence? I sure do.
Oh, yeah. He even changed the font. Holy hell. Oh god,
I have no
damn
idea.
this art.
Like, who drew this? Like, was it
I'm
Lava
going
or
to
someone
assume...
else?
I'm going to assume it was lava. I mean, okay, first of all, it's really not that bad. It's got really nice, sharp, clean edges, and it kind of reminds me of earlier South Park, like when they started transitioning from, like into the HD era.
You know, like when they, started transferring more to computer animation instead of the paper cutouts. Yeah, I can kind of see where you're coming from there.
Yeah, but I'm talking like, you know, old TV from the 90s? Analog. When they were switching over from like analog, and now when you look at stuff that's on a digital format, you can see like the huge change in quality.
Yeah, I kind of see where you're coming from there. So here's a little description.
Hey guys, the new Side 2 review is finally here. I hope you guys love it as much as the old one.
And comments are still turned off because he's a fucking coward.
Shit. That's right. Okay, that's probably why his channel is dying.
Yeah, the excuse he made for why he wasn't gonna keep comments on was that he didn't feel like he didn't want to monitor the comments. But let's be real, the actual reason it's because he wants a hug box.
Yeah. Because of course, if you shut off comments and if you turn off dislikes, I think that excludes you from the algorithm because then nobody's interacting with the video. And that's how you usually get paid, is if people are actually watching and commenting. It's the interaction that those videos generate, and he just basically cut them all off. He sterilized his own content, and well, I don't know if it's gonna, because he's not like Foodie Beauty. Foodie Beauty did the exact same thing with her content. However, she has a massive hate following, so people hate watch her. But Chantel, on the other hand, she's a nice hot mess to laugh at, which is why she's more successful and why she makes I think it's $20,000 a month on hate views and live streams.
We've all heard the phrase, "There's no such thing as bad publicity," but in Dylan's case, yeah, all of his publicity is bad publicity. All of it.
And it's another thing I just realized. I think it screams volumes how his videos are so squeaky clean, from language to the visuals to the comment section. So squeaky clean, but they're not even qualified for children's content.
I guess that depends if there's any swear words or not in here.
Well, then again, I haven't listened to the audio, and I don't know if he uses swear words, curse words, or if he's trying to.
Yeah, I assume he'll still swear here and there, but for the most part, he's gonna try to back away from the edgy humor, which, honestly, most people weren't even mad at him for the edgy humor. They were mad at him for the shit he did outside of YouTube, which is all the stupid shit.
Because there are edgy content creators who are worth, watching again and again. Maybe not the best example, but Nostalgia Critic and what's his face, Cinema Snobs. They have edgy humor.
Remember, kids, being edgy is okay as long as you're creative with your edginess.
Exactly. I mean, there's only so much that you can take until after a while you're realizing this is just like watching that video, kid swearing on Newgrounds. It's just a kid swearing. There's nothing funny or,
Filthy Frank put it best. If you're gonna be racist, at least be original.
Exactly.
But this is where I'm gonna end this video. If you guys enjoyed, then please like, comment, subscribe, all that other stuff.
Yes.
I bet this video will do better than Dylan's video.
Maybe.
64 views currently, 7 likes. I'm amazed anyone liked this. Maybe it's just so they can come back and laugh at it later.
Maybe.
Never know.
You never know. Oh man, I think Shillin' Dumbass's video that I did with him, that has over 2,000 views. That's higher than
that stream where you interviewed you and your husband?
Yeah. I think that has more views than Dylan. I think.
Let me take a look. Yeah, over 2,000.
Wow.
It was only 3 weeks ago. He only has 667 subs. Aw, man, the 666 subs, it's gone. Oh,
that was funny.
Yeah. It has over 2,000 views. Hot damn! And it was a good interview too.
Mm-hmm. It was fun.
Yeah, way more than...
Yeah.
It's probably gonna have way more than Dylan's first video since his comeback before we know it.
Right. My god. So I guess that'll be it for this video.
Yep. Thank you all for watching. I may make fun of Dylan more in the future. We'll just see what happens. Bye-bye.
Bye.